Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 3 secrets to an amazing childbirth that's easy, healthy, and safe. This is Gurjeet Minhas, founder of the Joyous Childbirth Prenatal Education Program. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate you on your pregnancy and also for taking time out to better your pregnancy and childbirth experience. I know you've taken out valuable time from your routine because you truly care for yourself and, of course, your little one. And I promise to share very valuable insights with you and make this a well spent time for you. So let's get started. You're here today because either you have a fear or a concern, or jokingly, someone forced you to come. So now, what may be the reasons for you attending this webinar today? Common reasons that many women have shared with me are they have a fear of C-sections. Maybe they've had one before. They don't know who can help them. And sometimes they have a misunderstanding and they think they really don't need any help. And maybe their family members or friends will help them at the last time. At the last minute, I mean. And sometimes you're just afraid you won't be able to do what it takes because maybe your body isn't ready or prepared, or you've heard some things from your friends that make you think you may not be able to do it. Some women are afraid of tearing. They're really scared of what they'll happen and what will happen and whether they'll get back to their pre-pregnancy state. Some women are afraid they won't be able to breastfeed. So the fears and concerns are so varied. But anyway, today we'll be covering some really important and significant content that will help you in your pregnancy journey. Now, every pregnant woman has a dream. And what's that? She wants to be physically, mentally, and emotionally prepared. Totally confident. And also she'd like a partner who's prepared and really helping her throughout the pregnancy as well as when she's giving birth. The dream is also that you want the best for your baby, right? The best environment, the best development, and of course the best birth, where the baby comes out so easily and is literally after the first breath is smiling away. And for yourself, you want to have an easy childbirth. Perhaps you're not so inclined to want pain, and you're looking for other options besides drugs and medical interventions. So let's see now. Can we make this dream a reality? For that, I'd like to take you on a journey today and share with you my heroine's journey and reveal the 3 secrets and show you how you can take this heroine's journey with me by participating in the program that I offer. So if you look at it, what is this heroine's journey? We've all seen movies or read books or heard of a person who desired something that was just a dream. Then this person did a lot of things, perhaps jumped through many hoops and faced a lot of hardships. Perhaps they received help along the journey. They had insights. And finally, voila, there they had their dream. That person is the heroine. And a heroine is someone who has given her life to something that's bigger than herself. They went through the 3 stages. The first one is when they left the place they were in. And in this case, it could be all the fears, the unknowns that are existing in life today. So that's the call to adventure. They meet a mentor and they finally they've been thinking, okay, should I go on this journey? Should I not go on this journey? And finally, they take the first step and decide that, yes, I will go on this journey and I will conquer my fears and I will learn whatever there is to learn and be successful. So that's the second stage. They step on the path. Of course, there's new information, there are challenges, there are lessons to learn, and at times you feel, oh, this is too hard, maybe I can't do this. And then you still go along. And then finally, you claim the treasure. You see the value and you say, oh my God, this is something I really need. And this is going to help me so much. This treasure is really worthwhile. Once you've claimed the treasure, you come to the third stage, which is the return stage. You actually don't want to come back where, to the state that is still uncertain. But this time you come back to the real world with a different outlook. You're sort of celebrating as you return with the gifts that you've claimed and you now have, and you come back to life a very different person, really transformed, confident, and ready to take on whatever is there for you. So let's, go on this journey. But before you go on this journey, you might be wondering, okay, she's going to take me on a journey, but who is she? And why should I go on this journey with her? So my name is Gurjeeta, like I mentioned before, and I'm a professor at Kwantlen University teaching the nurses maternity nursing and how to assist maternity clients in the hospital during pregnancy, childbirth, and after they've given birth. And of course, I have my master's degrees and have taken numerous trainings. I'm also a registered nurse at the Surrey Family Birthing Unit, caring for maternity clients again. And I do have my master's degree from Western Sydney University, which is an honors degree that was conferred to me. A little bit more, I've learned from the best. That's Penny Simkin there. If you don't know about her, she's a very well-known Canadian author, childbirth educator, and a doula. She's helped like thousands of people and taught so many people, and I had the honor of learning from her. That's Joe Dispenza, and you all know him as talking about, how to use your mind to achieve certain things and unlock the full potential of your mind. Here we have Dr. Anne-Marie Evers, and she's the affirmations queen. And I had the privilege of learning from her too. And she shared such valuable tips with me that I've incorporated in the program. I've also done a numerous, radio and TV shows where I've tried to help people with my knowledge and expertise and share tips with them that would assist them during pregnancy and childbirth. Now, I've been across the globe, originally from India. I've actually traveled to Australia, New Zealand, and US, and finally settled here in Canada at the moment. Now, let's start with my own childbirth experiences, which are eye-opening and which actually will enlighten you in a way that you never thought was actually possible. Now, my first baby was born with a lot of difficulty. I had no preparation whatsoever. I was going through a difficult time in my life, and you name it, at the time of birth, all the things that could go wrong did go wrong. I had an epidural, so much pain, and finally, my little one had to be yanked out with a pair of forceps. And of course, I tore badly, and it was not a good experience. And fast forward to the second picture here. This is my little baby, all grown up, and she's had her own baby. And this birth experience that she had was the most amazing birth experience. She felt very little pain, hardly any. We didn't even know she was in labor. And then finally she said, Mom, I want to push. And we were at home. And I said, no, you can't do that. We have to go to the hospital. So we rushed off. In 10 minutes, we were at the hospital. And we just were asking her, just hold on, and let's wait for the midwife to come in. And when she came, it was just 20 minutes later that the little one was out. No stitches, such an easy birth. And so I thought of it. I said, how come there are such different birth experiences? Of course, let me share a secret. My daughter had taken my training and did all the things that I'd asked her to do. And of course, she incorporated those technologies, and that really benefited her. In the hospital, while assessing laboring women, I noticed that they were afraid, they were not prepared, and they had so many questions. And more than 80% said they had not attended any prenatal classes. And of course, they had their reasons for that. And now, who do you think they were asking their questions? Friends? Family? Looking at social media? I realized how most women prepare and who they depend on depends a lot on the guidance they receive and seek. Remember, when women are not trained or prepared, they just don't know what they don't know. They think their family members, doctors, nurses would help them, but ultimately they are left to figure it out by themselves. Do you think you could learn and prepare yourself at the last minute? Just like there's no handbook for parenting, I found that the handbook for giving birth wasn't there either. And that just causes more stress on the woman herself, the medical system, in general, on everyone around her. And so, witnessing the births and listening to women's stories after birth, I realized that there was a need for women to prepare themselves during pregnancy, eat the right foods, exercise their birthing muscles, get rid of all their fears, know how to give their unborn baby a healthy environment, recognize when abnormal symptoms warrant medical attention, and so much more that they needed to know. And so, to benefit you, we will go through what happens in the current birth scenario, the 3 secrets, of course, that I promised you that play a key role in childbirth, and how so many women have already actually had such fulfilling pregnancy and childbirth experiences, and how you can too. So let's get started. The current birth scenario, if you look at any doctor's or midwife office, they're pretty busy. The doctors sometimes are double or even triple booked. And that means at one particular spot in time, there are 2 to 3 patients waiting to see the doctor. And of course, as you can see, the doctor's just pretty much, going full speed, literally, on wheels and running from one patient to the other. If you look at, okay, now let me research something on the net, or let me look at Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook, there's an information overload, and you sometimes don't even realize what's important, what should I do, and what is just superfluous and really doesn't need attention. And of course, in the hospitals, you have no shortage of drugs and medical interventions that are available to you, should you so choose to. And to top that off, there's a staff shortage. So everyone is in such a rush and wanting to get things going faster and speed up everything. And that doesn't help you. Now, the promise of childbirth education by Joyous Childbirth is fivefold. We help you get a spiritual connection. Some of you already have it. Some of you it may be something new. Emotionally, we help you get in alignment with an easy childbirth. Of course, we tell you what to focus on. Your mental focus is all in the right direction. Physical preparation, A to Z, you will know exactly what to do. And the social focus, we teach you how to maintain sanity in today's social world with regard to the childbirth information that people share across, especially at the time you're pregnant. The things you hear, so very important for you. Now, without much ado, let's dive into the first secret, and that is taking responsibility and doing what needs to be done. No excuses, none. Total responsibility. Life is what happens to me, and what I make happen. It's not, oh, poor me, what shall I do? No, none of that. So that's the first secret I definitely want to share with you. Take responsibility for your own pregnancy and childbirth experience and do exactly what you need to be doing. Do not put the responsibility of your baby's birth on others. Remember that the rate of C-sections is above 30% in most hospitals, and this trend is rising. WHO recommended just about max 15% C-sections, but we have way crossed that number. And of course, the trend is upward. So it's no coming back. So do not expect your doctor or midwife to ensure that everything goes well. And please do not postpone, the preparation for your easy birth, and definitely don't depend on others to help you at the last minute. Some of the people who've gone through the program, their reviews, they just talk so highly. Ruchita Sukija says, the program is very holistic in its approach and covers all aspects of pregnancy. This is the best investment you can make for your baby and best gift, of course. Now, our Hunter, she says that it helped her to relax and she really enjoyed learning about her inner strengths and the breathing techniques. The second secret that I want to share with you is relaxation. So important. The most important thing you can do during pregnancy as well as during labor is to relax and have a calm mind. That is very important. Other things that help you relax are moving around, changing your position, and that can also help you relax as opposed to being in a fixed position. Definitely breathing helps you, and there are techniques that can relax you just by breathing in a particular way. I will be sharing that with you pretty soon. Now let's first look at how fear affects birth. If you're fearful, whatever the fear might be, or unhappy, even unhappiness is a type of emotion that has similar results to fear. You approach birth with negative expectations. Your natural birthing ability is inhibited, and you become so scared and you think, oh, I can't do it. Let me resort to the medical interventions that are offered. And that leads to an unpleasant, high intervention birth experience. This experience, of course, you're going to share it with your friends and family and, share it on social media, talk about it. And then the people who hear you, obviously, they approach birth with negative expectations. And then that's how this vicious cycle is repeated. Now, what are the top pregnancy fears? Some women are afraid of so much pain, and that could be with you too. The fear of pain is really so scary for some women. They've heard of the risks of epidural and they're afraid something would go wrong with them. They've heard of C-sections. Oh, so many women are having C-sections nowadays. And so what if I have to have one? You may be afraid of tearing during birth, or you may be just afraid that things won't progress normally. What are your fears? It's a good idea to just make a list of the fears that you are facing at this point in time. Now, after you've made your list, you can ask yourself, is it true? Whatever I'm afraid of, is this really true? And you might sometimes get a yes or a no. If it's not true, good, the fear's gone. And if it is true, you might just ask, what might help? What should I do that would get this fear out? Maybe there are resources that could help you, and you could use them to eliminate the fear. Today, I'm going to share a very, very powerful technique with you. It's a very powerful way where you can get rid of the fear, any fear that you're feeling. Say, for example, you're afraid of pain during childbirth. So you just think of the pain, and you will find in your body, there's going to be a spot in the body. It could be in your stomach, your head, in your chest, even legs, wherever it is. Just feel that feeling. It could be like a tightness. It could be like a, something constricting there, something very uncomfortable. Whatever the feeling is, just feel it and say to yourself, de-story, transform, and release. And you will find that tightness or the constriction, whatever you're feeling, slowly starts to lessen. So all you do is just repeat de-story, transform, and release, and keep on doing that till you feel that that sensation has actually now minimized or it's gone. Now, what happens when you've eliminated all these fears and you're so confident and you're very relaxed because now there's nothing bothering you? You have more oxygen that goes to your cells, especially the uterus cells. You have increased oxytocin, in case you're not aware. This is the hormone that's also called the happiness hormone, and it helps to contract the cells of your uterine muscles and therefore speed up labor. That's at the time of birth, not that during pregnancy that's going to happen. And we're talking about labor at this point. You have decreased pain perception because you're so happy, and different sets of nerves are triggered. Your cervix dilates easily. Birthing muscles are soft, and your baby moves down easier, and birth is so much easier because all the muscles, the birthing muscles, which need to be stretched, stretch easily, and everything is so good. Baby also slides down beautifully and comes out very quickly. Here's what S. Dinsa had to say. She was a registered nurse, and she was so stressed out because her doctors told her that her baby was really small and she had to deliver early and she wasn't in labor and she just didn't know what to do. And after she visited me, her mind was clear, so relaxed, and she had a wonderful birth at 39 weeks. Here's what O. Xavier from Surrey, BC says. He says, we are happy to recommend Gurji and the Joyous Childbirth prenatal preparation. With over 4,000 successful births and over 50,000 hours of experience, you'll definitely get the best information for preparing for your natural birth. Now, the third secret is preparation. It's preparation not only for you, it's having a partner who's prepared and also having a baby who's prepared. Now, this might surprise you. Partner, you can understand, like your partner can help you, support you. But how would the preparation of baby affect your birth? Well, that's what we will also share with you in our program. There are so many things you can do that would make your baby be ready for birth. So preparation, 3 key members playing vital roles during your childbirth experience. Let's jump into some of the preparation that you can get started with right today. Now, your physical preparation should include the right foods and hydration. Now, the right foods are different for different women. It would depend if you're vegetarian, non-vegetarian, if you're vegan, if you're, allergic to certain things, like maybe dairy intolerant, gluten allergy, all that comes into play. But a rule of the thumb is to get as much raw food into you as possible. 80-20 rule applies. Now, 80%, if you can, include is raw foods. So fruits, veggies is what you want to really focus on. So your body gets the nutrients it needs. And of course, it's nutrients not only for your body, it's for baby too, and especially for the uterine muscle cells that need to be, well nourished for an easy childbirth. So definitely include protein like lentils if you're vegetarian, and you could include meat, chicken if you're non-vegetarian. And if you're allergic to dairy, you could have other options like almond milk or soya milk, whatever, is available where you are. Now, let's talk about hydration. And this is not just, hydrating yourself with any drink. It's water and water only. If you're dehydrated, maybe you've done a lot of exercise, you could use options which have electrolytes in them, but definitely no energy drinks or soda pop and caffeinated drinks like tea, coffee. You can choose herbal teas if you wish. They're very good too and provide certain important herbs, but just be careful with the herbs too. Make sure you don't include the herbal drinks that are not good for you during pregnancy. And finally, let's talk about breathing that will really help you during pregnancy as well as during birth. It's deep abdominal breathing. And this is a way that helps oxygenate your cells during pregnancy and takes the edge off the pain during labor. Now, it's simply the way you see a child breathing. It's when you breathe in, simply push your tummy out and push it out as much as you can. That means your in-breath is really nice and long. So you breathe in and try to go to a count of 10 if possible, and then just let go. And when you breathe out, your tummy goes back in. So it's breathe in, tummy out, breathe out, tummy in. Very, very powerful breathing technique. Some of the exercises that are really important, and you can get started with them just today if you wish. Walking, very, very important. At least a 20 to 30 minute walk every day is very helpful for you in the long run and helps to, tone up all your muscles. The second picture that you see here is the cat-cow pose. So it's just self-explanatory. You get on your knees, arch your back, head down. That's the cat pose. And in the second picture, you just come down, flatten your back, lift your head, and that's the cow pose. And you can do this for a few minutes in the morning and a few minutes in the evening. Start with about 2 to 3 minutes. This is very helpful for your back muscles, tones up your abdominal muscles, and relaxes your body, and also gets your baby into an optimal position. And then in the third picture here, we have what's called a birthing squat. So simply just come down, first you start with standing up, fold your hands, and then just bend your knees and go down as much as you can. I can tell you, if you're just starting out, you won't be able to get into this pose right away. So I recommend putting a pillow under your bottom and then just going down as much as you can. And gradually you'll find when you do this every day, you will be able to go down more and more each day. This will help to tone up your leg muscles, open up your pelvic muscles, and stretch them in a way so they are nice and toned for childbirth. Now, this is what JM had to say. She says, by following her techniques, my baby was out in 20 minutes without any drugs, and I did not require any stitches either. And it was a truly joyous experience for her. Now, the preparation that you do benefits everyone. Doctors and midwives are, of course, so happy because it's easy for them. They work in a pleasant birthing environment and things go, just like they always wanted to. And then, they take credit for it. Isn't that funny? But it's a lot of preparation on your part for them to get credit. And of course, you are thankful because your partner is prepared and supportive, just like you want him to be or her to be. Your baby benefits big time because it's easy on the baby, right? You are physically, mentally, and emotionally ready and confident, and you have a healthy pregnancy and a safe and easy childbirth. Now, this is what B. Atwal said. She said, what really helped boost my confidence and prepare me for birth was the nutritional advice and exercises I needed to do to strengthen my birthing muscles. And this is what R. Parmar, who's a professor at Adelphi University, said, Gurjeet's information and techniques are truly impressive and proved so valuable for me. Her information should be mandatory for all pregnant women who want the best experience for themselves and their babies. Now there are important questions that you need to be asking yourself. If you want to know, okay, there's so much out there. Whom should I learn from? Whose advice should I take? So I'll start by asking these questions. How many hours of experience and how many births has this educator attended? Will this program help to eliminate my fears and increase my confidence? Will I be assisted and guided along the way? And will I get a chance to ask questions and get clear on what I need to do? And finally, does this program deliver results? That's so important. So are you ready for the best birth experience? Then it's time to embark on this heroine's journey, I should say, with me. And from the ordinary world of fear and the unknown to the special world where I share my global education and practice with you for you to use, I guide you every step of the way so you approach your baby's birth with complete confidence, knowing that you can and will have an amazing childbirth experience. You then take my guidance and come back to the ordinary world, transformed and ready for your baby's birth. With C-sections on the rise and the government wanting to reduce these types of births, this program is truly a godsend and an absolute no-brainer. And I've been teaching this program for the last 13 years, and I've helped so many women eliminate their fear and raise their confidence levels so that they could give birth with ease and joy. The techniques that I teach are geared for results and are relatively new, very new to the birthing industry. And of course, I did mention I have more than 50,000 hours of experience and have helped more than 4,000 women give birth. In these modules, I'll go over the 7 yoga poses and the 5 ways to prepare your birthing muscles, how to manage 7 common pregnancy discomforts, 9 ways to nurture your unborn baby, 7 ways your partner can support you, and 3 powerful methods to clear all your fears and stay relaxed. Unexpected birth situations and effective strategies for coping with them. 4 strategies to assist you have a positive birth experience. And all about self and newborn management after birth. Well, if you are ready and you say, yes, I'm ready, I'll share information about this program. Location is online. You don't have to, go anywhere. It's self-paced learning. There are 9 modules, and every week you get 2 modules for 4 weeks. So in a month, you would be totally prepared. And in case you're thinking, oh, I get the modules, but I have so many questions, what if I don't understand them? Or there's something that's not clear. Every week, we will have a 45-minute in-person Q&A session with me, and where you can ask your questions, clarify your doubts, get clear on your preparation. And of course, there's a workbook that's included with handouts. So today's special, let's go over it. The actual cost of this program, which I've actually charged people for in-group sessions, is $597, but that's not for you today. $397 is pretty much, a right point for the online program. And actually, to tell you the truth, after having helped so many women across the globe, India, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, I would love to help and empower you. So webinar special that I'm having for people on this webinar, $147 US only. In addition, you get 2 bonuses, absolutely amazing poems. Once you read them, you just fall in love with them. One's for the dad, Daddy's Promise, and one is a parent's prayer that is so high vibrational. So it just takes you to a different place and you're over the moon. Just reading that prayer, you get that too. So if you're ready, you don't want to leave anything to chance, simply send an email to info@joyouschildbirth.com and we'll get you started right away. And so you leave nothing to chance. Thank you.